The last task in Essentials will be loopback.yml. This one will add an additional IP address to the Loopback interface, which currently looks like this. So just 127.0.0.1/8. Let me explain why we need that. Besides LXC, we'll also run some containers inside Docker. There will be a situation where we'll need to reach the host server from inside the Docker container. There are a few ways you can do this, and one of them is by adding an additional IP address to the host's loopback interface. So besides 127.0.0.1, we'll also have 10.36.7.11. The reason I'm choosing this not so common address is in hope that it will avoid conflicts for most of you, but you can choose any private IP you like. Then, when you try to reach that new loopback IP address from inside the container, a network packet will leave the container using the default gateway, and the host will know that packet is for him since it's his loopback address. Some of you are thinking you can use that container's default gateway to reach the host, and that is correct. However, we'll use this additional loopback address for some other stuff too, and having a designated private IP for the host will come in handy. We'll define this task inside loopback.yml in tasks directory, and there is nothing new here. The built-in copy module, source file, destination of the server, some permissions, and handler to restart systemd networkd. Save this file and open 11-lo.network in files directory. If you remember, on the VPS in etc systemd network directory, we had a file named 05-eth0.network. This one is defining the eth0 interface, and this 05 and this 11 we'll use for loopback are not some magic numbers. All you need to know is that systemd networkd will process these files in alphanumerical order. Let's open this one in Vim. And to define additional loopback address, we first need to match the interface name, in this case LO. Network address will be 127.0.0.1. and additional address will be 10.36.7.11. Save this file, and before we run Ansible again, we need to add this new task to main.yml in tasks directory. So at the end of the file, add another line, and this one is named loopback. Save this file too, and in virtual environment, run Ansible playbook. Ansible has finished, and we can see that the loopback address was added, and we can confirm that by going back to the VPS and typing IPA again, and there it is, our newly defined additional loopback address. Before I finish this section, I'll add a few things to notes.txt. So we defined a new host bridge network with this subnet, and our additional loopback address is this. I will also write down the fully qualified domain name we defined earlier, and that is vps.do-p.com. Save this, and that's it for now.